I'm Andrew, one of the founders of Funding Circle, which is a alternative lender that allows investors to lend directly to businesses. About five and a half years ago, just post the financial crisis, or the beginning of the financial crisis, two friends and I started to talk about what we thought financial services would be in the future, and in particular how financial services companies would serve small businesses. And we felt that the future would be about creating a direct marketplace similar to a bond market for small businesses, so they can access capital and funding in a fair and quick way. So we launched Funding Circle just over 4 years ago, and since then we've lent almost £500 million to businesses. We currently lend to about 30 businesses every day. In terms of milestones, I mean, we work very hard with others in the industry to ensure that our customers were protected, and we got regulation, and government changed the law to provide regulation for the industry, which I think is really important and is really helpful and ensures consumers are protected. We have also been able to attract different types of investors, so the central government lend for us, local government, and we have over 35,000 individual investors that all use Funding Circle to get a better return on their savings and investments. I think Funding Circle, as it matures in the next, say, 3 to 5 years, we'll see multiple platforms across multiple geographies that allows investors to be empowered to invest money in small businesses in a safe environment and get good returns for the risk that they're taking. And we'll see that being in the tens of billions of originations every year across the globe. I think in the UK in particular, which will be a particularly mature market, you'll see us being a substantial part of lending into small businesses. We're already in the top 5 net lenders in the UK, and I can see that leading lending into small businesses. Our panel, the panel that I was on, we talked about how alternative lenders such as us, such as Funding Circle, would interact with banks, insurers and funds in the future, and how that relationship would look like, and I think what we talked about, and the kind of things that came up with, were the importance of, like all partnerships, making sure that you get comfortable with each other's processes, that when you are sharing risk, whether that be a bank or a fund placing funds with us, or perhaps a bank or other distributor sharing assets with us, that we understand each other's risk appetite and that's measured correctly, and that really interestingly actually, that the future will be that as banks get debundled, that you'll see them having to charge properly for each service that they provide. And I think there's a lot of cross-subsidy that happens in some of these financial institutions, and we felt and we believe that that's going to stop, and that consumers will be charged properly and appropriately for the services they use.